Ngabe lisho nenjani Mahlabezulu olicubungulela kumbe olifundela izindaba zenu nguhloniphani okaNcube. Siqale ngodaba lwakuqala oluzwisa ubuhlungu. Imuli yonke ke eka Mshayeli okade qhubela ke umka retired General Chiwenga iswelakele engozini yemigwaqo lapho kuswelakale indoda kanye lomdeni wayo wonke ke sizwe ke umka Vice President retired General Chiwenga ekhuluma.
Lani lithi lahlekele umntanini lathi silahlekelwe.
Imiwe kwadwe ukuthi marasiwa nebana benyu isuo taraskirwa zvikoro.
uDube ubesebenza eofisini yami engumtshayeli.
Baba Dube ibaba bayishanda mu office ya mama bari mutshayeli.
Ngelanga ezavuka esenza ingozi le eyenzakaleyo.
Musuyu wazosangana netsawona iyi.
Besila emsebenzini sahamba la ecaweni ngeEaster.
Vakanga bari wose bakaenda wose kuchechi semuri.
Ngelanga ecina kubonana labanye asebenza labo bebengitshela ukuthi uDube wayebachumayeza ebabuza ukuthi liyazi yini ukuthi emhlabeni salandani.
Hanzi nezwairo uri akatenga ichoparidzirana wamwe wake waanoshana kuti munobozoti panyika pano takavingei.
Wabaphendula yena wathi sabuya emhlabeni ukuba sizochumayela. So ube ngumuntu obethanda inkonzo lemuli yakhe.
Angale muri yaida Mwari pamwe chete nemuri yake.
So lathi njoba sisebenzela kuhle asila ngitho insolo esilayo.
Ibo wakashanda naye zvakanaka hapana kana chipomerwa chawangatendeka.
Sibone kulungile ukuthi sibuye sikhalelane nelizwe.
Zvabva zvaita kuti mai vasimuke vauye kuzochema nemwana wawo neva.
Ubaba laye uVP Chiwenga ubefisa ukuthi ngabe ubuyile.
Pamwe chete na VP Chiwenga vedu vanga vachidisa kuti vanga wapakati pedu.
Kodwa njoba lisazi namhla ule program eBetty Bridge yokuthi alayite itochi yeindependence.
Sisokuziwa kwenyu vane basa guru rangafanira kuitwa kuBetty Bridge rekubatidza mwenje wemweya weindependence yedu.
Ngakho ke usithumile wathi hambani lesikhalela.
Saka vabva vatuma mai navamwe kuti edai munochema nekuti batiro moko.
Yebo besenza ade sikwenza.
Yes, tine zvatingaita taichiita.
Sesibonile ukuthi impilo imbodlela.
Takaona kuti sho upenyu hwakafanana nebhotoro.
Kasihlaleni phansi sicabane.
Ngatigarisei pasi tifungisise hama dzangu.
Uthi njengoba singabantu esilamalanga amalutshwane emhlabeni.
Sevanhu
Kundaba ke ezilandelayo umnumzana retired General Chiwenga ushaya phansi eveza ukuba bathi besiya kulwa belwela ke impi yenkululeko babelwelane ukuveze kwabasobala ukuthi babelwela izinto ezimbili ezimqoka. Okuqala kwakuyikuthatha ke umhlabathi lokho abakwenzayo njalo esho ukuthi kumele kuvikelwe. Okwesibili kwakuyikulwela ukuthi uZulu wezwe lase Zimbabwe abe lelungelo lokuthi ke enelise ukukhetha abakhokheli ngalokho esikubiza ngesilungu ke sithi yivoti. So uthi babelwela ukuthi abantu abamnyama babe lelungelo lokuvotela ke umongameli okuyinto ke ekhanya ifuna ukuthathelwa abantu abamnyama base Zimbabwe nguhulumeni kaMnumzana Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa ke ngokufuna ukuguqula isisekelo sombuso okwazakala ngokuthiwa ke ngesilungu i-Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026. Ukusho lokho kukaChiwenga kusho kanye ukuthi ulokhe esamelane ke lokuguqulwa kwesisekelo sombuso welizwe lokho ke okufuna ukwenziwa libandla leZANU-PF ikakhulu kufukwa kakhulu yilabo abasekela ke umnumzana Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa.
So many of our mothers, brothers, fathers, children were killed in the crossfire. If they don't say that, they have been killed because he or she was a collaborator. Killed because they were running away with terrorists. Killed because they were actively assisting terrorists. and the list went on and on, among others. We must ask ourselves, these pertinent persons, why did these comrades and masses die? For what did they have to endure such painful and humiliating deaths? These are the questions that we must pose and ask ourselves. The answer is they were fighting for two main fundamental principles. One, our land, Hlabathi, Ivu, Ragagatsikai. Number two, the right to vote removing unqualified franchise, which had been put by Ian Smith and his succeeding regimes, that only a few would be able to vote and select their leaders.
Kunzima ke eHarare lapho ke indawo zokuthi abantu abenza ngamabhizinisana okuncane bezibhidlizwa namhlanje ngemva kokuba sokwakhiwe kungathi ke lezi ndawo zazakhiwe ngokungekho emthethweni. Lokho kwenziwa libandla elilochuku ke eZimbabwe and kuzwakala ngathi ke abantu abaningi balahlekelwe izimali ngoba babephosela izimali zabo zokuthi lolu hlelo lwenziwe kuvelwe nje kwanga thikazwa lapho kubhidlizwa ke lamabhilidi. Ake sibone ke bekwenza uhulumeni olochuku owase Zimbabwe. Olunye ke udaba ukuthi ke umnumzana Emmerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa usexoshe ke obephethe ke esingathi yilabo abasebenzela uhulumeni bengaziwa abaziwa ke kakhulukazi kuzwe leZimbabwe ngoku thumba abantu baseMatabeleland bebabulala kanye nje labantu beZimbabwe jikelele kakhulu ngezikhathi ke zama elections. Umnumzana Emmerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa ubike lo mbiko wokuthi usethethe ke isinqumo sokumxosha ke lo owayephethe ke labo bantu abangavezwayo kodwa ke abasebenzela uhulumeni wase Zimbabwe. So lokho kubantu abaningi kuveze obala ukuthi ukugxothwa kwale indoda kusho ukuthi kulento akade eyenza engathandwa ke ngumnumzana Emmerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa esikhundleni sakhe uFalton Mangwanya ke kufakwe uPaul Chikawa nguye ke osezophatha ke esikubiza sithi ngama CIO kwele Zimbabwe. Kukhangelelwe ukuthi uPaul Chikawa ngumuntu ke ozathembeka kumnumzana Mnangagwa, njalo lokho umnumzana Mnangagwa ukwenzela ukuthi avikele ukuhuquluzwa kombuso okungase kwenzeke. Kwezinye indaba ezilandelayo njalo ezidanisayo ukuthi ke ophethe iZimbabwe Human Rights Commission that uJesse Majome uxoshiwe ke umsebenzi ngumnumzana Emmerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa ukuthi ke abe ngumgcini isihlalo weZimbabwe Human Rights Commission wamfaka ke ku-Public Service Commission lapho azoba nguskomishi engela ke umsebenzi awenzayo. Lokho kuza ngemva kokuba ke uJesse Majome lequla lakhe le Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission bekhulume kakubi ngendlela ke uhulumeni ka Emmerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa kanye ke lophethe iParliament uJacob Mutenda enze ngakhona lapho ke uZulu akade kumele aphiwe ithuba lokuthi aphawule ngokuguqulwa kwesisekelo sombuso iZANU-PF ephezu kwakho ukubeke wacaca ukuthi ke iZANU-PF ibinganikezi njalo ibingananzi amalungelo abantu lapho besenza lolo hlelo bebekhetha qha amalunga eZANU-PF ukuthi akhulume wona ke akade ekhanya etsheliwe ukuthi baphakamise kanjani izandla ukuze labo ke abaphethe lo umsebenzi kube lula ukuthi baqambe bona. So sike sakubona koBulawayo kusenzakala, sike sakubona njalo eHarare kusenzakala lonke ucuku lokuthi abantu bebethunjwa bebethwa kuveziwe yiZimbabwe Human Rights Commission ebiphethwe ke nguJesse Majome. Lokho kungathandwanga ngumnumzana Emmerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa okudale ukuthi athathe isinqumo sokumkhupha. Simuzwe ke uJesse Majome ebika ngombiko wakhe weZimbabwe Human Rights Commission akade kusenziwa ke iParliament ephethwe indoda elochuku kakhulukazi uJacob Mutenda.
However, of concern to the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission were the following issues. The Commission found most of the venues to be small relative to the turnout, leading to large numbers of potential participants failing to enter the halls to follow or contribute to proceedings. The Commission also found that while those in support of constitutional amendment were able to give their views, the Commission noted the harassment and intimidation of dissenting voices. Individuals and groups opposed to constitutional amendment, Bill number 3, were denied audience. Thirdly, the Commission observed instances where participants with divergent views to the proposed amendments were threatened, silenced, denied opportunities to contribute, and in some instances, physically attacked. The Commission noted that there was a strong pattern of controlled participation across provinces. Some entrances to venues were often controlled by young people, with vetting at entry points and supervised sign-in registers with restricted access. For example, in Mashonaland West, there were men who were observed to be holding whips who were involved in vetting participants in Mondoro-Ngesi. Such conduct, the Commission notes, violates the rights enshrined in the Constitution, including the right to freedom of expression guaranteed in Section 61, the right to freedom of conscience guaranteed by Section 60, the right to human dignity in Section 51, the right to personal security enshrined by Section 52, and the right to equality and non-discrimination guaranteed by Section 56 of the Constitution. The Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission reiterates that the constitutional amendment process must align with obligations under international, regional, and regional human rights law, including the United Nations International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, which guarantees participation in public affairs, freedom of expression, and equality before the law, as well as the African Union's own Charter of Democracy and Human Rights. The Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission reiterates its calls for all stakeholders in the consideration of Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 to exercise tolerance for views that they do not share, to respect those divergent views, and to uphold the values enshrined in the Constitution. The Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission also noted that in contradistinction to the intimidation that we have noted, it also noted that there is media publicization of the process and media campaigns about the bill, which with adverts and jingles that are appearing in the media, state media mainly, at very how can I call it, regular intervals that are in support of the bill. The Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission notes in contrast that there are no such jingles or advertisements that are being aired in the state media, and yet there are, from its observations, there are Zimbabweans who have views that are different from the ones that are supporting the bill. And this raises questions in light also of the intimidation that has been seen as to whether those who oppose the bill are also being given an opportunity to freely express them. And the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission has in previous statements underscored the rights in section 67 of the Constitution that every Zimbabwean has a right to support or oppose any political view. And has in particular said that those who are proposing amendments to the Constitution have a democratic and constitutionally entrenched right to propose these amendments. And that equally, those who oppose the amendments, who do not share those views, have an equal right to oppose those views because it is their democratic right. And that Zimbabweans are better off, and we can only achieve our objectives when we each respect each other's rights.
Ongenele isikhundla sika mnumzana Blessed Geza uNox Chivero usevezeke labo bantu esibabiza ke sithi ngizitha ke zelizwe abagoqela umnumzana Mlangagwale qula lakhe abathwalise imuli yase Zimbabwe amagaba avuzayo emalangeni njalo uveze impikisho yabo ngale ngoma esizothi sidlale bakwethu ngemva kwale ngoma sinanzelele ukuthi ke sizathi ke sidlale ke ivideo yalabo abathengisayo sicela ubana ke libasekele bantwana benhlabathi siyabonga.
Shadows, trading a nation in silence, thinking the people don't see, but the ground itself is speaking. Mucha más.
Greetings, family. I hope you are doing well. My name is Cubit Matiki from Destin Policy, where we are a family and we believe in family. I'm going to explain quickly on what is Destin Policy and what is it all about. So, firstly, I will say our policy is not a funeral policy that you pay on monthly basis. This is a funeral group that you contribute money whenever there is a funeral, whenever a member dies. So our joining fee is 100 rand, and your contribution, should we have any funeral today, your contribution will be 100 rand, 100%. We cover husband, wife, and 4 kids under 21 years, which is already written on our flyer. I guess some of you have come across our flyers, but I want to show you a difference between Destin Policy and other policies, right? We came with a better idea that we believe it will work for most of us. Simply basing much on people that are in diaspora. So we cover those people that are in diaspora, but mainly those that are in South Africa. So Destin Policy is going to live with you. We are going to grow with you. We are going to look after our members while they are still alive. We don't wait for you to die for us to show up in your life. Should you be hospitalized today, you need to reach to us as a Destin member. You tell us that, okay, my name is so and so. I'm hospitalized. I'm in Somerset Hospital. I'm in whatever so hospital. Once you reach to us as the administration, we are going to visit you in that hospital. We are going to cover your hospital bill if it's under 300 rand. Quote me very well. Any hospital bill that is under 300 rand, the initiative is going to cover that. Secondly, should you have a complication that needs money, for example, if you have a complication that needs 2,500, we are going to borrow you that money from Destin Policy, so that when you are fine, you can bring that money slowly. Like, for example, if you borrow 3,000, you can bring it 500 a month. This money is the money that we taking from the joining fees that people are joining with. But we need to help you while you are still alive than for us to wait for you to die, then we show up in your life. You won't appreciate, you won't see the value, though your family will see and appreciate it. But we have decided to grow with our members. Let's live with them. Let's hear what are the challenges they are going through. So Destin Policy is going to be with you once you join, until this time comes that we are going to separate. So Destin Policy as well, let's say, for example, if you're in South Africa, you are very sick and your suggestion is to go back home, whether it's Zambia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, name it all. We are covering all foreigners in South Africa. It doesn't matter where you come from. As long as you abide by our rules and regulation, we can cover you as well. I want to make this video very short, but please quote me very well. Wherever you come from, we don't mind where you come from. We can cover you under Destin Policy. Should you fall sick today that you want to go back home, we are going to buy a ticket for you to go back home, and when you get better, you can still bring the money slowly. Should it happen that maybe you did not make it, what we are going to do, since you are our member, we are still going to contribute, because now that is our main duty. So out of our contributions, let's say we collected 30,000 that we're supposed to give to you. Maybe the bus fare that we gave you, it was 2,000 rand. We are going to deduct that money from the payout amount, because that money needs to be replaced to look after other people. So that's the difference. There is a lot that we can learn from Destin. You can find us also on Facebook. Go to Destin Policy. Then you can as well reach to us for more information. But I wanted just to give you a difference that you may not find on our flyer with Destin Policy. Joining fee is 100 rand. Contribution is 100 rand only when a member dies. We don't contribute if there is no funeral. So I think it's a good opportunity that is before us. Let's grow together. Let's utilize this chance that is before us and become part of this good initiative. Destin Policy, case for you. I'll see you in the other side. Thank you so much. God bless.